to educate, inform, and empower minority communities in the journey towards financial freedom.
Welcome back. Today we're talking about foundations. And whenever I think of foundations, I'm always reminded of a passage, right? It says that the wise man builds on solid rock and the foolish man builds on sand. Wise man, wise woman, foolish man, foolish woman, right? If you're wise, you're going to build on solid rock, something firm. If you're not, you're going to build on something that's shaky. And, I'm an engineer, as I mentioned in the last episode, that I've worked on some larger scale, bridges and buildings and things like that. And I've come to understand the importance of a firm foundation, right? If you don't have a good foundation, it doesn't matter how good something looks on the surface, it's going to crumble, right? It's not going to work. It's not going to end up well. So today, the importance of foundation is what we're going to be talking about. And just to help convey the importance of it, right? We mentioned in the last video a little bit about, school and literacy. Elementary school is where most people get their foundation for the rest of their life, right? You learn how to read, you learn how to write, you learn your ABCs, you learn how to add, you learn how to subtract. If you can't do those things, you're gonna have a tough time in life, right? As you progress, as you get older and more mature, and you get into different things. Like, if you can't read, you're gonna struggle to understand certain things that are happening around you. If you can't add or subtract, that's gonna be a problem for you. So those things, sometimes we don't take them too seriously, but those things are the foundation for everything else that we're taught. So in the same way, when it comes to finance, if we don't establish a foundation, if we don't have an understanding of the basics, anything else that you try to add or subtract or do afterwards to make something look good on the surface, on the outside, it won't work, right? It may for a short period of time, but it won't last. And what we're trying to establish now is to get us to start thinking about how to develop an avenue for us to be financially secure, financially safe, financially free, something that's going to be long lasting. So we're going to get into that right now. Which of these is not one of the 4 healthcare vital signs? Body temperature, pulse rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, body mass index. And the answer is E, body mass index is not one of the 4 vital signs. If something is vital, it's absolutely necessary or essential, right? It's very important. So vital signs in healthcare measures the body's most basic functions. There are 4 main ones, as we just saw, and we're going to take a look at a few of them right now. Body temperature, a normal body temperature is 97.8 to 99 degrees, right? If it's too high, you have a fever. If it's too low, you could have hypothermia, right? You could be freezing. Pulse rate, that's just your heartbeat, right? Your heart rate, the number of times your heart beats per minute, and it pushes blood throughout the rest of your body. Respiration rate, that's just the rate of breathing, right? The number of breaths that you take per minute. The average adult takes about 12 to 16 breaths per minute. And blood pressure, some people don't consider blood pressure as a vital sign, but it's often measured along with the other vital signs. And, high blood pressure can lead to heart attack, heart failure, stroke. So it's definitely something to monitor. So as you saw, there are 4 vital signs that health professionals use to kind of figure out the status of a person's health, right? Whether the doctors, nurses, someone comes in the ER, you always check the vital signs. And in the same way, we're going to have 4 vital foundations to financial health. This is going to be the measure or the test for your financial fitness. And the better we understand these vital foundations, the better we're off we're going to be. So we have 4 foundations when it comes to financial health, right? And these 4 foundations are net worth, setting financial goals, budgeting, and investing. I'm not saying these are the only things you need to know on your way to becoming a millionaire, but these are the basics, right? This is the baseline. You have to understand these things. These things are vital. And if you do understand these things, if you internalize it, if you comprehend it, if you really grasp what these things mean and how they affect you, you're really on your way to doing something good with yourself financially and putting yourself in a good position for the future. Today, we're going to take a high-level view of these 4 items just to get a general understanding of what they mean. And then in our upcoming videos, we're gonna take some time to individually break down each one of these foundations so we can really truly grasp it. Net worth helps you to understand your current situation. Net worth is the value of your assets minus the total value of your liabilities. Or another way to say it is net worth is what you own minus what you owe. Setting financial goals is really important because, where there's no vision, the people perish, right? If you don't have any goals, you're not going to work towards anything and you're not going to accomplish anything. If you want to do something 5 to 10 years from now, you have to start working on it now. And having goals allows you to start working towards something and being purposeful. Budgeting is a must, right? You have to have a budget and you have to stick to it. The reason why you need a budget is because your budget allows you to live in such a way that you're going to meet your financial goals, right? If you live within your budget, you're going to meet those goals that you set for yourself. And that's going to help push you towards where you want to be. And finally, investing is the lifeblood, right? Investing allows you to grow your money over time. So instead of going to work to earn money, investing allows you to stay home or do whatever else you want while you're still earning money.
It's time for the key takeaway.
So we talked a little bit about vital signs for our health, vital foundations for Afro money. What I want you to do today, what I want you to take away, I want you to test your heart rate, test your breathing rate. I know this is not a health program, it's not a health channel. We're talking about money, we're talking about wealth, but health and wealth go together, right? There's no point in being wealthy if you're not healthy enough to use your money. So let's always keep our health as a priority for ourselves and for our family, those that are around us. So check your breathing rate, check your heart. I think the average rate is 60 to 100 for an average adult. And your breathing rate, most people take 12 to 16 breaths every minute. So check that out, make sure you stay healthy, and let's get wealthy.